Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Ranting Raving Podcast. I am your host, Pink Lee, and today I have with me a very special guest. I have with me
Nico Bryant.
Nico Bryant. Let them know a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Well, I am a singer, songwriter, producer, and musician from Claymont, Delaware, based in Philly.
Hey, Nico, I feel like I've known you for like a couple years now, and you are to me the epitome of like real R&B, like especially like the 90s. I almost made this a 90s era episode.
Ooh.
I almost took it there, but I was nah. I don't want. I don't want to like force him to be like. But I feel like you trying to give that authentic '90s feel, which is hard to do because I feel like a lot of people like want to give that feel, especially now because it's like the thing. But you've been doing that, so I think that's cool, and definitely just stay in that lane because it fits you. It suits you very well.
Thank you.
But as you guys know, shout out to our sponsor, Pink Drinks. You can't go wrong with a pink drink. You guys can order your pink drink at PINKKDRINKKS on Instagram. You can click that order form and fill out the form, which would be great because you could answer the questions and I would know exactly what you need. But you guys love to just hit the DM. So, and then ask all the same questions that are on the form, but it's fine. However you want to do it. Just go ahead and get your pink drink. You guys know that you guys can grab for the party, or I can come serve at the party. You can grab the 4-pack, 3-pack, however you want to do it. Know it's available to you. Pick up and delivery 24/7. All right, so get your pink drink. Also, we're gonna start off before we get into the wild cards. I know I'm excited too. It's crazy. It's some crazy wild cards in here today. It's some thought provokers in there. So before we get started with all that, we're gonna go back in time with words of wisdom. We're on episode 20. Going back in time, I think we're on episode 92, but we're on episode 20 going back, and it was you owe you, right? And I think it was based around the mentality that probably I was seeing a lot of people at that time have, like, oh, I don't owe anybody nothing. Like, I don't owe nobody my time. I don't owe nobody my money, my love. Like, it was like, I don't owe nobody this and that. And it was like, well, you owe yourself all those things and more. And so it was really the episode was based around just like making sure that you're showing that you're giving yourself everything that you need to give, because if you don't have a full cup, then you can't pour anyone into anyone else's, right? So if you don't have everything that you need and that you're not, if you're not good, then no one around you is going to be good. So we have to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves. Nico, do you have anything to add to that? The you owe you, do you feel like you owe yourself some things?
I feel like I definitely owe myself some things. The biggest thing I feel like I owe myself the freedom to just be me, because oftentimes in the past I would sort of dim my light because I was like, people would look at me, be like, oh, he's weird or whatever. But nah, I am a bit weird. I'll say that, but I'm cool. I'm weird, but I'm cool. And so I believe that I should show that, be authentic to who I am and just allow myself to be free. I owe myself that,
I love that. I really love that because I'm very weird as well. Yeah.
Shout out to the weird folks, bro.
Can't wear that. Everybody weirdos. Now, if you ever checked out that Boogie Mandela Check Weirdo, definitely check that out because relatable AF. Yeah, definitely weird. So I love that. And yeah, if you're like weird or a little quirky or awkward, whatever, just be yourself, because honestly, people try so hard to be different nowadays. People try so hard to stand out, and they're trying so hard to stand out that they end up looking like everyone else who's trying so hard to stand out. When if everyone was really just themselves, everyone would literally just be different. So it's important to embrace us and to love us and take care of us. So that was good. I like that. Okay. Moving on to our next segment. We got this wild card. I'm going to let Nico pick the first wild card because he is our guest. Go ahead and sip on your pink drink whenever you're ready to. Our ads are done.
I'm going to get a little some of this right now. You feel me?
You gotta get the pink drink in the system before you get these wild cards, because you just don't know.
Ooh, that's good. Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Taking the church. I like that.
All right. Ooh, does your family's opinion matter in your relationship?
Wow. Or how much does it matter? also too.
I feel like, to me, it matters if my mama likes you. That's important. You know, my dad, I kind of be like, if Pop don't kind of like somebody, I'd be like, all right, cool, but I like him. My mama, I'm gonna have to take a step back and reevaluate some things. Be like, okay, what is my mom seeing that I ain't seeing? Because you know she's looking out for my best interest.
Yeah.
So usually, if she don't like somebody, it's because they may have an ulterior motive or whatever. But yeah, you know, it's important if my mama likes the woman I'm with.
Yeah, no, I understand that too, because I feel like, I don't know, my mom doesn't really like anyone. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it real. Like if she it's like more like if she does like you, it's like a big deal.
Yeah,
you know, not if she doesn't like you, I'm on to you. Like she don't like anybody, so I don't know.
That's funny.
But yeah, so I feel that, but I feel like if my mom does really like someone, then I'm like, yeah, okay. But also, if she doesn't like someone, my antennas aren't raised, because I'm like, you ain't never liked nobody anyway. Like, you ain't never liked nobody. I had 2 friends who could come over. Like, so I don't know, but I definitely agree. Do you think like, and just in terms of like outside, do you think like, let's say if you had like a nosy auntie or something, do you think how much would that matter? Because I always think about that too. Like,
that don't matter.
No matter.
That don't matter to me. Like a nosy auntie or uncle or something like that. I'm like, okay. First off, they just want to know, so they all up in my business. They kind of care, but at the same time, I don't know if you really care more than you care for the mess of it all.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that's not as important to me as if my mama.
I agree. I just wanted to see where your head was at, but I agree. I agree. I'm gonna pick the next wild card and see what we got. Okay, so this one is, how do you want to be remembered? This is such a good one. Whew.
Yeah.
I want to be remembered so many ways. It's like, you know what? But I guess ultimately I want to be remembered as a woman who was like always, who worked hard in a lot of different ways, right? And always tried the best she could to be the best she could be. You know, especially to her kids, to her parents, to her family, to her significant others, like to the people who really mattered. And to everyone else too, but especially I wanted to especially the people. Yeah, I guess that's like, to sum it up. I don't know if it's like some like, I don't know if you could sum it up in like a couple words, but I feel like a couple phrases. Like, yeah, I guess that's how I'll be. Like, I want to be fruitful. I want to be able to receive the fruits of my labor that I'm putting in now, right? And for everything to be good with that, but also be remembered as like a striver. Like a person who was like, yeah, she was always on the up and up, just getting better until she was the best. Yeah. She checked out after she was the best. Like, yeah, I can't check out till I'm the best. So yeah, I think so. How about for you? How do you want to be remembered?
Man, I like that part you said about receiving the fruits of your labor, you know, getting your flowers for you on out of here. I definitely want that. I definitely, as an artist, I want people to look back and say, he was one of them ones.
Yeah,
he made
right?
some solid, consistent, good-ass music. And as a friend and a family member, I want folks to say he was a good man with a big heart, and he went to war for those he cared about. You know, that's how I want to be remembered by those close to me. You know, he was a light, he was love, and he was goofy. Yeah.
You definitely always. I feel like definitely you want to be remembered as a person who made people smile and made people laugh and made people, you know, just like that, like you said, like the light in the room. Like when people be like, yeah, you're so outgoing, I just be like, really? So you like when I'm around? Because I feel like I'm getting on your nerves. I'm gonna make the joke. I'm gonna make the corny joke. I'm gonna make the corny joke every time, and I didn't know y'all liked them just because y'all weren't laughing. Like, exactly. I didn't know.
See, I didn't know if it was a real laugh or if it was like, oh yeah, bless your heart. But I'm gonna continue to make them. If somebody bless my heart, we gotta fight. Don't bless my heart, ma'am. Whose heart are you blessing? Like, don't bless my heart. Pastor is the only one who can bless my heart, because yeah, bless your heart is so embarrassing. When you telling jokes about like, bless your heart, like, what are you gonna do? That's a wild card. That's a wild. What are you gonna do? Because I would be embarrassed. Oh, very much so. I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna be quiet. Rest
we
function.
Have to fight. Yes, I can't. Yeah. But all right, it's on you to pick the next wild card. Yes. Let's see what we got.
Let's see what we have here. Ooh, whoa. how are you different than your old self from 5 years ago? Okay. 5 years ago, around this time, I was a freshman in college. Wow. Okay, so how am I different? I stop and I think before I do things. My father always taught me to think before you act or speak, and I hadn't really. I've been doing it, but then again, I kind of hadn't been doing it because I made a few mistakes that year. I've learned how to respect not only other people's boundaries, but my own. And I'm gonna just list 3 things, and then the third thing relates to my artistry. Don't hold back. Don't hold back. Don't get in your head about this or that or that or this. Just stay focused on your trajectory and all. And that's what I've been doing recently, and it's been working out for me pretty nicely.
See?
So just not doubting myself and just going all out at it, you know?
That's great.
So that's how I'm different.
I love that. That sounds like natural growth progression, like coming into oneself sort of thing. And that's awesome. I feel the same thing. I feel like 5 years ago, I was in a way different place. Like I was definitely in a point of transitioning. I was transitioning from like life as I knew it for a very long time. And then it was just like, and then life was just different. It was like, oh, life is a lot different now. And it was like good. It was good though. It was like life was different in good ways. It was like freedom and this and that. And then I don't know. And I don't know. But I don't think I was in a good place per se. I feel like I was in a place of like immaturity a lot. You know, I'm still a little immature. I'm growing. I'm growing.
I'm working on it.
I'm working on it. I'm like, yeah, I'm a work in progress forever. But yeah, 5 years ago, I definitely like, I can't even name how many ways I've grown. Like just in every way possible, literally. Like 5 years ago, you probably like just a picture, you wouldn't even recognize me. I guarantee it. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to see it.
Hey, good luck finding them. Scrape the internet. But yeah, I just feel like, yeah, definitely different. But I feel like in 5 years, if you haven't grown at all, if you haven't changed, if you haven't like developed or increased, gained in any way, then you kind of wasted 5 years.
Absolutely.
Like, you know, I feel like we all should be constantly growing and pushing. And even if you're not growing, then you need to be challenging yourself to grow. Like, because I feel like people get comfortable and complacent, and then they like, because when you grow, you're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
When you're growing, when you're like wanting to become more disciplined or just staying any of these things that like that you need to become great, right? That you need to become successful. Like they all are uncomfortable, and you kind of have to like learn how to like live in that uncomfortable space for however long that you have to, but you have to, right? And if you don't, then you don't push yourself to grow. So it is awkward too. Yeah. Especially when you start coming to self-realizations. Like, you ever come to self-realizations and then you're like conscious of what you've been doing all this time, so you're like almost like embarrassed about it. You're like, oh shit, did I do it again?
I've been there.
Like, because you're trying to change it, so you're constantly thinking about it, like obsessing almost, right? And that's annoying. And yeah, y'all don't do that. Don't do that to yourself
at all.
Don't like upset. Like even if you're trying to change and you want to change, don't obsess about things, because you'll come so paranoid about doing them that you'll do them in other ways because you're so worried about not doing it this way. You didn't see you were. I promise you, it gets like that.
Ooh,
you ever peep that? You ever see that? Yeah.
Wow.
Like you be like, oh, I wasn't doing it like that. Oh, I'm still what? Not I'm still
like,
doing it.
I'm still doing it.
Yo, and
not the remix, bro.
Yeah, not the remix. I can't do this no more. Like, you really be on some. So it gets like that. But you guys, let us know in the comments. How have you guys changed in the last 5 years? Please feel free to let us know in the comments. We love hearing from you. I really do. Like, when I get people, I'm always looking, I'm like, oh, people are commenting, like, let me comment back and let's have a conversation. So don't be afraid, because we are not those type of people. We will definitely engage with you. So definitely feel free to leave a comment and let us know how you've changed in the last 5 years. But we're actually going to take a break. And when we take this break, I want you guys to tune in to this commercial that is going to change your life. Hold tight and we'll be right back. And you guys stay locked in, because you know, once you're locked in, ain't no switching up. We'll be right back. Welcome back to another Ranting Raving review with your girl Pinkley. Today I'm bringing you a review review of La Bus in East Falls. Upon entry, you're hit with an incredible aroma of freshly baked bread, teasing your senses. Now we came in and the place was pretty empty, so we figured, hey, the server will have plenty of time for us. It's going to be an awesome experience. Stay with me on this. We started off with sparkling water, which came with some amazing fresh bread, the bread we smelled earlier. And we kicked off our meal with the summer passion sangria. This thing was made perfect, absolutely delicious. Then we ordered the roasted portobello sandwich. It had pesto, red peppers, arugula, and melted cheddar. And honestly, it was a disappointment. As you can see, it was drowned in arugula. There was barely any mushroom, and the bread was just way too thick. And to make things worse, we opted for a Caesar salad on the side, which for whatever reason was incredibly salty. So we decided to get a side of fries, and thankfully those were crispy and not overly salted. Now here's where things really went downhill again. We ordered another Caesar just to see if maybe the first was a fluke, but nope, still salty. At this point, I'm getting salty too. I also ordered the cauliflower bites, which were perfectly crisp, but the sauces, total miss. I waited so long for replacement sauces that my food got cold. The sauces to avoid: mango curry, cucumber yogurt, and the chili sriracha. Hard pass on those. But not everything was bad. The highlight of the meal, definitely the horseradish slaw. Just the right amount of kick, with that traditional slaw flavor running right through it. Now you might be wondering, well, you said the restaurant was empty. Why did the cauliflower have to get cold? Who knows? But hey, it happens. Even though I had my frustrations, I still encourage you to go check out La Bus and see how your experience goes. Let us know if you give it a try, or if you already have. We'd love to hear from you. On my level up, I can still level up. All right, welcome back to the Ranting Raving Podcast. Your girl Pink Lee. I have Nico O'Brien with me. We in here doing some wild card scenario questions. Woo-hoo. And I forgot who was on, so we're gonna go with Nico because he's our guest.
Okay.
Choose the next one.
Let's get it. Let's go. Ooh, what are your top 3 favorite love songs?
I was hoping we got to this one.
Uh-huh.
I know you got some good picks.
Oh man. Okay. Think of Me as Your Soldier, Stevie Wonder. That's a deep cut. That's only if you really know Stevie.
I never heard that one before.
That's a great one. I think it came out in 1970.
I'm gonna check it out.
That's a great joint. It's another great love song. God Only Knows by the Beach Boys. Great song. I know that's gonna throw some people like, huh? I love them. They tough.
No, I'm on the Beach Boys. I'm just trying to think. I don't think I know that one specifically either. You dig it in the crates, Nico.
That's what I do.
Dig it in the crates.
That's what I do. All right, I gotta get one more. What's another one of my favorite love songs? Shoot, I'm trying to think. This is hard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just go with Here I Stand, Usher.
Oh, I love that song. Oh, I love that song.
I had to think about that because I'm like, man.
And I forgot about that song.
Yeah.
That's a good song.
Oh, man. The one that just came to me, bro.
No, go ahead because I don't have any. Go ahead. I got too many to have any. Like, I don't know.
It's an honorable mention. The Star of a Story by Heatwave.
Okay.
That is one of the greatest love songs ever written.
Yo, I'm about to go back and listen to these, so they better be good.
They are. Trust me, they are.
I trust your taste. I know Nico got good taste. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check them out. I feel like I'm so crazy, y'all. Like whenever it's like top 3, it's always like, oh, too much pressure. I can't think of anything.
Yeah,
like whenever it's top anything, I don't know why I do this. I do this to myself, literally. Self-savvy.
You have a song about this, bro?
Literally self-sabotage. Jesus.
Wow.
That's why I wrote it. It's a struggle. It's a struggle, guys. Trying here. But no, honestly, yeah, Dangerously in Love by Beyonce.
Okay.
No, because that song is really well written. Yo, it's one of them, and she's very I don't know who wrote the song, but they felt that when they wrote it, and I feel it when I listen to it. I like it. And there's like a million others, but I just can't focus in. I can't
You can't give us 2 more.
Can't give you 2 more.
Damn.
Well, you gave us 1 by Heatwave, so you count that for me. Okay. Slide that on over to me, and then Yeah, I don't know. Like, I really am drawing a blank, guys. I want to say something cool like Stevie Wonder. Like, I want to. Oh, Ribbon in the Sky.
There you go.
You know, Ribbon in the Sky.
I'm gonna say go with one of the big hits.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I want it to be cool, but like trying to think some. You had some cool Stevie Wonder stuff nobody even know about. Like, come on,
man,
Nico.
I dive deep into discographies, man. That's what I do.
No, that's lit though, because you just gave me a new Stevie Wonder song to listen to, so that's exciting. And then I'll probably be on a Stevie kick all week, so it'll be cool. It'll be cool. Every time I hear something I haven't heard in a long time that I actually go out my way to listen to, like I'll be stuck on it for like a couple days to a week. Yeah, can't listen to anything else. So. Mm-hmm. That might end up being cool for us. All right, so I'm going to pick the next wild card. Can you truly love someone without having met them in person? So I don't know if anyone is a Ranting Raven like fanatic. If y'all watch the episodes for real, you guys know I'm like I don't like long distance or like online. I don't know. I just don't like it. I think it doesn't matter what I think it is. I just don't like it, right? But yeah, I don't think this can happen. I'm sure there are people who are into this who feel like they can, and that's what it is. But I just don't feel like I can like be saying, oh, like I love this person and I've never met them, because the only person I felt that way about was my kids. Before I met them, I loved them, but like a person, I don't know. I just feel like you kind of, when you're like with someone, because I don't even like not being with my significant other. Like, what do you mean we have to leave each other's side? Like, it's weird.
It's like, what do you mean I can't be with you 24/7?
I can't I can't go in your pocket now? Cool. Okay, cool. Let's see what we're doing. No, but I just one of the people who like, if I want to pull up on you, cook you dinner, like rub you down, all that, I want to be able to do that. I can't be like, oh yeah, let's FaceTime us each other in the bathtub. Like, I don't know. I'm just not. No, I don't know. No, not for me. But what do you think?
I think it's possible. Would I want to? No. Because I gotta be able to be near you. You feel me? Like, if this is my partner, my woman, I gotta be able to. I'm a touchy feely type of dude, so I gotta be able to rub on her, to hug her, to hold her hand. Her put her head on my shoulder, or whatever. I gotta be able to have that. So, yeah. Plus, actually, that don't really fall into that, because I was gonna tell a story that was similar, but.
No, go ahead.
Oh, all right, cool. Yeah, I'm the guest.
Yeah, I was like, we want to know. We try to get to know you.
So, closest thing I had to that, I had met her, but it was years ago. And then her and I reconnected during the pandemic and everything. And so we was on like FaceTime every night, all day. And that situation in and of itself was crazy, because I was her side dude to one of my homeboys.
Oh my, that gets messy.
Yeah, it does. Ooh. So the idea and the thought of being solely virtual, no, because that brings back too much for me. It's
too much trauma attached to it. No, I'm not mad. And you know what? Maybe you guys were trauma bonding. Maybe that's how it kind of started.
It is, but I went to therapy for it, so I'm good now.
Oh yeah,
thank God for deliverance and self-help.
Yes, but at least you went to go handle it. Like, you went to go handle it. Like, some people will continue on that same path and keep doing destructive things. Self-sabotage.
Yep, self-sabotage. Well, I didn't go straight to therapy. Let me clarify. It was like a year of me progressively getting towards self-sabotage. Yeah. And then it got bad for a second. Yeah. But
that's what it's about.
Yeah.
It's you know what? We had Leanne Bourgeois on a couple weeks ago, and she said this thing that was very important and instrumental to, I feel like, my life now, right? She was like, one, she said, what is her motto was keep going no matter what, right? But her other one was effort over results, because sometimes people are so result driven that they don't even take time or care into the effort. Right.
Whoa, that's good.
Yeah, and that really, to me, that Yeah, that changed my mindset just a little bit. I was like, oh, that's something I gotta think about. So yeah, that. The effort's over results. Like as long as you're making the effort, because eventually you try hard enough, it's gonna happen. Whatever you're like trying for, or if you're trying to change, whatever you're doing, if you keep trying at it, it's gonna happen for you. You just gotta keep pushing for it. So yeah, shout out to Leanne. She was dropping gems. Go watch the episode. It's a couple episodes back, but y'all will check out the episode after you check out this one. But yeah, I think it's my turn. Yeah. Look, you have so many more. I'm like, okay, it's Nico's turn again. Hold on, if you could have a 30-minute chat with any person that ever lived on Earth, alive or dead, who would it be? I hated this one because, you know what, but I was like, I thought it was a really good one, but I hated this one because mine is like one of my grandparents. All my grandparents, all four of them, they all died before I was even like 25. Before I was even 21. Yeah. Like they all died very young. I'll put it like that. So when I was younger. So right now, me being an adult, me having like real life things going on and just like being a parent, just all types of things. Like I would love to be able to have a conversation with one of them right now. To get just to talk, to get advice, to hear stories, just a lot of different things. But I definitely took all of them for granted while they were here, and yeah, that's not like something that's I wish I would have done more. Not like a regret, but it's just like one of those things. But yeah, I think I would talk to one of my grandparents for sure. But how about you?
Man, I have no clue. I'm torn between my great grandmother, my mom's grandmom, because mom talks about her all the time and told great stories of, what a great woman she was, a great woman of God she was. Just to sit down and have a conversation would be nice. There's also if I had to pick one, that's my one, but my backup one would be Kobe Bryant.
Kobe? You like basketball, right?
Love basketball.
Okay.
My pops told me when I was young, he was like, Kobe, our distant cousin, right? I was like, what? So I always had this thing in my mind where, I would get famous doing something. I'd be successful, whether it be playing basketball or making music or acting or something like that. And I can meet Kobe, not necessarily as a fan, but as like a peer in, a respective or different field, and be like, nice to meet you, cuzzo. I'm Nico. But, he passed. And it sucks too, because he passed on my birthday. So that was rough. That was the roughest birthday ever.
Yeah, right.
So it would be one of them two. Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy about Kobe too. Yeah. I didn't really know much about Kobe Bryant until he died. But I found out that he was like a crazy great person, which I didn't really know. I just know him from playing basketball and go taking Brandy to prom.
Taking Brandy to prom.
That's all I knew.
Yeah.
But now I know, Mamba mentality. Now I know the whole thing. Mm-hmm. So I think that's cool. And to shout out his daughters, to shout out his family. R.I.P. Kobe Bryant. Mm-hmm. Whose turn is it? Oh, and you guys let us know in the comments. If you could have a 30-minute conversation with anyone on the earth, dead or alive, who would it be? Please let us know in the comments because we love to hear from you. All right, it's on Nico. I think I just be saying that from time to time. Like, I don't know.
Ooh, who is the most influential person in your life and how did they impact you? My dad. Yeah. I love you, Mom. I love you so much. But my dad was the greatest example of how a man should be. He's respectful. He leads by example. He's wise. He's very musically talented. He sings also, and so does my mom. But he sings, he plays keys, he produces, So I just wanted to, follow in his footsteps and, of course, do it my own way. But that's my guy, man. I sit and I talk to him about we could sit for 2 hours and just yap about any and everything. Yep. That dude is like one of my best friends. And he's the type of man I aspire to be. When I'm a husband and a father, he set the blueprint and I'm going to follow that.
That's what's up. Oh, that's so that you don't hear people talk about their dads like that very often. So that's beautiful. Same. I was stuck between my parents. I guess I would say my mom. She's a woman. So I guess like there's certain aspects of her that I aspire to be more like, more than my dad. But my dad definitely. I'd say my parents. I guess my dad has a special way of making me feel like I'm the best.
They're good for that. Pops and dads are good for that, man.
Like I'm the best. I could do no wrong. Like he's always there for me. He's always got my back. Not like I can do no wrong, but the way he I guess would reprimand me is like in more of a loving way. Don't say my mom. My mom going. Yeah, my mom is different, okay? But sometimes a person like me, I do need that tough love. So that's why I say my mom again, because and she's just like an amazing woman. Like there's like, I don't know. I don't even want to get into too much because I'll be here all night, and I'll get teary eyed, and we know I can't afford to get teary eyed in here. Okay, right? But yeah, my mom was just like an amazing woman, amazing mother, an amazing wife. Amazing woman of God as well. Just like amazing. Just like almost to the point where it's like, are you perfect? Because I'm looking for a flaw. I ain't seen one yet. You know what I mean? That's how she carries it. But no, my mom for sure. But you guys let us know who is the most influential person in your life and why. All right. I think it's on.
It's on you.
Me.
Yes.
Oh. Okay. What is your favorite thing about yourself and why? I'll probably say I'm resilient. I like that. Like no matter what happens, no matter what, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna dust myself off, I'm gonna come up with a game plan, and I'm gonna execute every time, no matter what it is. Like even if I'm not feeling like I can do it, I'm still gonna do it. Like until I'm gonna fake it till I make it, you know what I mean? Like and I feel like that's probably the best thing about me, because I didn't know it was like such a rare thing, but some people can't just brush themselves off and get up and hold their head up. Like some people can't after certain things. So, and I didn't really realize that. So the fact that I can, I really cherish that. And like, yeah, I like that about myself. That's one thing. It's like kind of like a recent thing too. I was like, wait, I always get up and be like, I'm gonna do better this time. Like I'm gonna fix it. And yeah, I'm like, okay, that's me. Okay, cool. You know. So, but how about you? What do you think?
Man, what is my favorite part about myself? I'll say my mind. You know, I'm a very intelligent dude, and I love my ability to create things out of nothing or out of other things, you know, using inspiration to make something creative, whether that be musically or I used to make skits as a kid just for fun, you know. And then also my ability to absorb and retain information and then to regurgitate it. Like I said, with my dad and with other people in the house and stuff like that, like my mom and my uncle, I'll go downstairs and be like, yo, did you know about da-da-da-da-da-da-da? And run the whole thing off. I just read about it like 10 minutes ago. Yeah, so I think my mind is my favorite part about myself. And then honorable mention is my heart, because, you know, I love people, you know, I love good people. I love taking care of my good people. And, yeah, I got a big old heart, you know. What Michael said, heart the size of Texas.
I love that. I like your honorable mentions too, because sometimes like it's hard to just
it's hard to just do one.
It's hard to just have one. It's hard to just have three. It's hard to just have five. Sometimes it's just hard. But no, we're gonna get it right. But I like that. You guys let us know in the comments also. What is what is your favorite part about yourself? I think that everyone has something different, and a lot of us will have the same answer. But either way, I want to know. So let us know in the comments.
Talk to me.
Talk to me, please. Comment below.
Comment below.
What makes you passionate about what you pursue? Well, I love to do everything that I do. So that makes sense. Podcasting, I love it. Even when I don't feel like it, I still love it. Music, love it. Drinks, love it. Events, love it. Don't you just love it?
Just love it.
loving life. So, yeah, the fact that I actually enjoy doing it, and also, this is something that I learned not too long ago, but well, not learned, but like I guess acknowledge and realize that when you love to do something, when you do something well, you end up loving to do it.
Yeah.
Like no one does something like really well and just like hates to do it all the time. Like I just can't, I can't possibly sing, and it's like Aretha Franklin. Like come on, like or someone like that. Like it's always if you love to do something, then more than likely you're pretty good at it. I mean, you're gonna get better at it. But how about for you? What do you?
Like you said, I love what I do. I've really gotten comfortable in doing what I do, and it makes me love it more, when I just let go, especially like going on stage at random jams or even a gig I have set. It's like, I love what I'm doing and I know it's going to be all right because I love it. And then I put my all into it. And it's like, damn, this shit loves me too.
Yeah, that's how it is.
That's how I feel about it. I just feel good about what I do. I love it. And I can't see myself doing anything else. Nothing else feels like this feels.
Right. And you can't, like, when something is like that, you can't go back to doing anything else. Like, you have to do what you feel like you were meant to do, what you're set out to do. You have to. And you can't live life like one time I thought I was turning a certain age, and I was like, okay, you're either gonna stop pursuing music, or you're gonna go 20 times harder with it. Right? And I had to make a decision, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna stop. And then it was like the birthday was approaching, and then it was like within that week I was like, yeah, I'm not writing any more songs. And it was just like one of those things where I wrote like 4 songs that we couldn't couldn't stop, couldn't put it down. And it didn't feel right wanting to put it down, but I just was like, okay, well, you know what you got to do? Now you got to go 20 times harder. Now you got to do more. Now you got to invest more. Now you got to learn more. Now you got to do more. Like, you got to be more, everything, because you can't stop this, whether you want it or not. So that's how it be. And I think, is this one on me or you?
This on me.
Okay. I feel like you have so many over your head. I keep telling you to pick.
All right. Ooh, what are some annoying habits exhibited by other couples in today's society that irritate you? Whoa. Damn, that's a good question. Some annoying habits exhibited by other couples in today's society. Man, I hear so much about, like, and this is from some people I've talked to, and also I see online, just the whole, I guess, toxicity thing.
Yeah.
Like toxic being almost
cute.
Normalized and cute and whatever. I'm like, no, not communicating is not cute,
Yeah.
Sex instead of an apology is not cute, Leaving after the slightest sort of bump in the road and then trying to come back. And that's not just leaving, but like blowing it out of proportion. Then coming back like ain't shit happened. No. Yeah. And there's a bunch of other things I can't even think of right now because it just all irritates the hell out of me. And it just makes me want to say to people, let's do better for ourselves, for those around us. Man, yeah. I
agree. We've had so many conversations, trust me, about like toxicity in general, and then breaking down each one of those things you said and other things too, because I see it and I think it's so unhealthy, and it's, like you said, it's becoming normalized. Like, it really is. Like, people, like, even in terms of even wanting to leave and someone being like, yeah, you ain't leaving me. I think JV had a funny thing he said about it. He was like, I'm gonna take my life, I'm gonna take yours, and I'm gonna
yeah, it's like, what is that about, bro?
Because that's the energy people have. Or, my thing was a toxicity trait too, but my thing was sharing locations. Like, if you're sharing locations with people because like you're going like whatever, for a safety reason, that's one thing. But people who like, he's not sharing his location. Like, I don't know. It's so cringe to me. I don't know, for some reason. I think because I've seen too many people that I know obsess about it in weird ways where I'm just like, Nah. But yeah, I think that's weird. It's just like, to me, it's one of those things that it's unnecessary. You see what I'm saying? Like, ultimately, like, there's a lot I could say about it, but ultimately it's just unnecessary. Yeah. Like, there's no reason for you to be overbearing that way. And I don't know. I feel like everyone gets jealous at some point, but I think it depends on how you handle it. And yeah, it's just important to handle it the right way, because you don't want to do something that you're going to regret, or something that you didn't mean to, and you just like kind of just let it all get to you at one time. Now you'd explode it. Like, you just want to have healthy outlets, have healthy conversations, that sort of thing. But don't be toxic to each other, y'all. Only toxicity you need is that toxic tea, which we don't have right now. But that toxic tea, you're like, that's it, that's all. So we are about to get into our last segment of the evening. It is called Pick a Struggle. And Nico is going to pick his struggle.
Okay. Here we go. Would you rather be in jail for selling drugs or out on the street hooked on drugs, and why? Damn. All right. I'm gonna be out on the street. I don't know if I would survive in jail. The paranoia would get to me. I also feel I'm a little bit too handsome to go to jail and make it out intact, if y'all dig what I'm saying. Somebody gonna try and get me, bro. I don't need that. I don't need that. So I'd rather be out in the street hooked on the drugs. And besides the reasons I listed already, and it's gonna sound crazy, but like, if y'all are hip to Sly Stone, in this album There's a Riot Going On, that man was jacked up on cocaine and PCP and stuff, but he made some funky ass music. So if I had a choice between either being in jail or hooked on it, I'd rather be hooked on it, because one, I have my freedom, but also I might be making some funky shit. I don't know. I might be making some funky shit.
No, but I guess, was that like a thing? I think so. I don't know if this is 100% true. For a certain amount of time, it seemed like it was almost a thing, whether it be, I think, from like the 50s to the 70s. I'm just thinking of certain artists who were like, had major drug addictions, but also had like major hits. Yeah. And we're making like classic music. I'm just thinking like James Brown.
Yeah.
Like, he died of an OD, but he had a show. Yeah, this man worked. Who told us this? Someone told us this on the show. I learned on the show. People put me on the stuff on the show. Yeah. I feel like it was Supreme. Shout out to Supreme. But I feel like it was Supreme, the Resurrector, who told me. Yeah. Good people, such good peoples, right? He was saying like, James Brown worked so hard that he had like shows booked. He died on like Christmas or something, and he had a show booked for New Year. And I was like, wow, that's kind of goals. Like, I want to be booked and busy. Like, I want people to be like, yeah, I can't wait for that. No, he died before I got. She. You know what I mean? I want that.
He was like, working until he was out of here, bro.
But he was doing what he loved. But back to the drugs. Yeah. So I feel like there's like a bunch of people who had like these crazy addictions. Ike Turner. Yeah. But these crazy good music. It's like, I don't know. Yeah. I'm just saying, but to your last point, I see it.
That's my struggle. I still have my freedom, and I could possibly be making some great music.
Yeah, you could possibly be on top of the world. Yeah. I mean, in an alternate reality. At some point you gotta come down, but when is the question? I don't know.
It never said when. It just said, So that's my struggle. I'm out on the street, hooked on drugs, making funkier music than I make now. I'm be scratching all on stage and shit.
Oh, you're Amy Winehouse. All right. So,
Jesus.
All right. Rest in peace, Amy.
Rest in peace,
love Amy.
Damn.
Would you rather $10 million today with a 15-year age increase, or go back to the age of 5 with all your knowledge you have now, and why? I would. I'm definitely going back to the age of 5. So, yeah, for sure. Like, without a doubt. because like, yeah, I could have so much more money than that from like what I've learned, especially like with mistakes I've made. Like, I feel like there's been times where like, I don't know, just like even like as a like younger, way younger, having like money, like earning money and saving it, and then having like a lot of money and just being like, oh well, let's go here and let's do this and let's, instead of maybe like the mindset I have now would be like invest. Like I was investing a little. I wasn't back then. I was only investing in like studio time and maybe like a video or something. Now I know so much more. I have so much way more to invest in. You know, like it would be way different. But what do you think? Would you go back to the age of 5, or would you just take the 15-year increase with the money?
15-year increase. So that means I'm out. Let me math. I'm 23 right now.
So you still young, so you got like a little leeway. You can do it.
I would be about 38.
That's still young.
Yeah, 38 with that money, I'm choosing that. I ain't going through all the math classes again, bro. I ain't going through the math classes. I ain't dealing with none of them kids back then. I ain't dealing with them people. I don't want to see them. I don't want to speak to them. I'm gonna just, the only benefit I would have is one, stacking my money, having the knowledge of finance that I have now, and then also I'd have the whole catalog of music that I have, because I remember what I used to make what and where I found what and how these things are played. So I could have easily made that stuff. However, I would have to wait for a lot of the material to be released, because I'm talking about some grown stuff and whatever. But yeah, I wouldn't want to go back to the age of 5, because I'm gonna see people and I'm gonna already have the memory of what they did. But since they didn't do it yet, and in this new reality, I can't go down that rabbit hole, man. I watched Back to the Future too many times.
That is an aspect. So with the Pick a Struggle, I ask the same questions every 4 episodes. So we get 4 episodes off each of these questions, because I like to see how different people react to it. No one has ever brought up that. No one has ever brought that up. The fact that you might see someone and have a memory already, an opinion already formed about them that you can't let go of. No one has ever thought about that, and that just blew my mind a little bit. I'm like, wait, so that person who I want to give a knuckle sandwich to, I'm gonna just have to just sit on it. Like I'm gonna just have to chill, because you really technically you didn't wrong me yet.
Exactly, you didn't wrong me yet, and with the knowledge that I have, that person may have never wronged me in this new timeline.
Wow.
I might have been like, oh, I know how to go around this now.
Whew, now we start getting the timelines.
Yeah. See, I told you, man, I'm a nerd. I'm with this time travel shit.
So time traveling, oh man, I had a little obsession for a little bit. I had this little crazy moment where I was like, it's real. But I don't, yeah. Thank you so much, Nico. Thank you so much, Nico, for coming on the podcast. Man. We enjoy having you. Is there anything you want to leave the people with before we end off?
Before we end off, I just want to let y'all know I have a lot of music out. 3 studio albums, 5 EPs, a live album, and album with this group called Soliloquy. My most recent project, In My World, came out in May of this year. Go check that out.
That's lit. I didn't know you had all that music. I gotta go check you out some more then. Okay.
Yeah, I got a catalog. That's not even including all them singles I dropped, because Lord have mercy, I don't even know how many.
Too? That's crazy. You guys definitely tap into Nico Bryant. Check out follow you. Where can they follow you?
You can follow me on all social media platforms at Who Is Nico Bryant. Who is NICOBRYANT.
Awesome. So make sure you guys follow him so you can stay tuned in to everything he has going on in terms of music, shows, different things of that nature, because that's someone that you definitely want to stay tapped in with. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Shout out to our sponsor, Paintering. Shout out to Stereotype Radio. Make sure you are following Stereotype Radio on Instagram and also on YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed and make sure you click that bell so you can get notifications when we post clips or new episodes or things of that nature, because you want to stay tuned in with us. Also, make sure you're following the Ranting Raving Podcast page on Instagram, and make sure you're following your girl, your host, Pinklee, at HIPINKKLEE. And I just want to let you guys know that I've been loving the feedback. We've been seeing more interaction, more engagement, and we appreciate it. And I just encourage you guys to keep engaging with us, keep interacting with us, because we're going to do nothing but keep providing you bomb content. Something that's going to, take you to your day at work. You could, we're on audio also, so you can tap into us on like your Spotify podcast or Amazon, Apple, wherever you listen to your podcast, you can put us in your earbud while you're at work. You know, you can listen to us in the car when you're driving. Don't shut us out. Let us be a part of your day-to-day life, okay? Tap in with us. And you already know, stay locked in, because once you locked in, ain't no switching up. We'll see you next week.